What's up YouTube and WordPress community? In this tutorial, we are going to make a deep dive into the 5 strategies of link building, basic link building. So this is tutorial for beginners as well as pro link builders who might find some interesting tips and tricks that we personally used in our link building strategies. So in this tutorial, you are going to learn what is link building in general, what is the purpose of link building, whether link building is worth the time and effort. We are also going to get to know how the hyperlinks look like, how to choose the right anchor text for your links, and we are going to take a deep dive into the 5 strategies, working strategies of link building and effective link building. So, if any of the mentioned topics moved your interest, then without further ado, let's get down to the video. So first, let's understand what is link building. The main process of link building is one website directing its users to another website, which is a source of relevant and connected content via hyperlinks. So what basically goes on is one website trusts some missing information in their content, their users to be directed to other website where they can fill the gaps and read that relevant information from some other source. In SEO, those links are called backlinks. So what do these links do? Basically, search engines are going to decide whether your content is valuable or not based on several factors. And one of those factors, and one of the most important factors, is the links and referrals to your content. So if you are going to create a masterpiece, a great, unique content, but there is not one site linking to your content, most definitely search engines won't be able to crawl and find your link and your content that is like the perfect solution for users or readers, or just, piece of informative and interesting content is going to be lost in the great web. Now let's understand what is the purpose of link building. So for many companies, individuals, bloggers, link building is a rather spammy way, like the process overall is a rather unpleasant way to make your page rank. But whether you like or dislike it, this is a process that has been going on ever since Google invented like the ranking. So ever since the crawlers has been crawling through web to get valuable content, links mattered. So whether you are going to get links organically or you are going to have certain strategies to get backlinks, this is a process that is ongoing and you cannot do anything about it. And there are people who perceive link building as a way to connect to a relevant network, and I am in that segment. I consider that link building can be actually very valuable. So you redirect your users to people who are trustworthy, who share purposeful content, informative content. You help them rank, and by one you grow your network. So it makes your field in your niche. It makes that relationship with your users and also other creators like you. Besides all of this, there are so many reasons for many people to think that link building is a very dishonest and spammy way to, curve your way to the top pages of Google. Because nowadays there are so many marketers who buy and selling, which is we're going to speak about it. And by the way, it's against Google's guidelines. So there are many people engaged in that, and there are many people spamming your comments and other networks in order to get links, which we will speak about again later in the video. And in many cases, those marketers share websites and share, sources and links that have no value, that have no relevance with your content. So it kind of creates that inner urge to just, dislike the process of link building in general. Now, are backlinks and link building worth it? So, I think I've already answered to this question, as I have mentioned that Google created this ranking factor since 1998, and since that time it takes into account the backlinks that your website gets in order to consider your website and your information and content relevant to show to other people and to make it rank in the top pages. However, on top of all of this, you gotta keep in mind that in order for this process to become long-term and not just, some short-term spammy campaign that you are going to carry out, get some traffic and then again be forgotten, you have to keep in mind that the core of everything is the content that is relevant, that solves issues, that is informative and engaging to your readers, so that you are sure that with the links and backlinks that you drive traffic to your website, you are going to earn visitors who are going to be unique visitors and are going to come back eventually. Now, I have mentioned hyperlinks quite several times in the video, so you have learned that those backlinks are called also hyperlinks. So let's quickly understand how does a hyperlink look like and what is like overall autonomy of hyperlink, how to create a hyperlink. So for that we have the A tag, which is the tag for link, stands for the tag for link in HTML. After that, inside the tag we have the hyperlink referral element. So for short in HTML it is referred to as href. So in the href element we have the link that we are going to refer to, and after that we have to write down our anchor text, the text on which the link is going to appear, the text on which we click and are redirected to another page. Once you write down your anchor text, you have to close the whole the hyperlink with closing a tag. So this is pretty much it. It is a very simple construction. You just can keep it in mind by writing it down several times. Now, once I have mentioned anchor text, let's also speak about what is the anchor text. So, and let's also understand how to choose the right one, right? Because it's very important to have the right anchor. So the anchor text, as I mentioned, is the text where you put your link. So you insert your link to an anchor text. It is very important for an anchor text to be relevant and keyword orientated. So you do keyword research for your content writing. If you do not do, you can learn how to do an effective content creation, SEO friendly content creation, following to our YouTube channel, where we are going to make videos for SEO and SEO friendly content and keyword research for beginners. So while doing this content research, you have your links, you have your keywords, and you have to always keep in mind that the anchor text should contain a keyword. So let's say that you are writing an article about digital marketing tips and tricks for WordPress plugins, let's say. There can be several keywords. You have to choose this wisely. You have to do your research. But intuitively, I will say that, for example, you might have the keyword WordPress plugin marketing, right? So this can be a great anchor text for the content that I have just mentioned. So it should always be a keyword. But before going into the tactics, let's understand what are good backlinks. So for links, Google takes into consideration several aspects. The first aspect is relevance. Always make sure that you can get a link from a relevant source. So if you are a digital marketing blog that speaks about marketing in general, If you are the one who is inserting a link referring to another website, make sure that you do not redirect your users to another website by using your main keyword. So if your main keyword for your article is, for example, WordPress plugin marketing, never put a redirection link to that anchor text, because Google crawlers go through your whole content and the links and stuff in order to understand the overall structure in your content. So if Google is going to get your main keyword, and then it is going to see that you also have redirected your users to another website, another article using the same keyword, it is going to be basically messed, and it is not going to basically understand which content is more relevant and which should rank for the keyword. So do not do that. You cannot and you should not get a link from a car wash company, for example, because first of all, your audiences are drastically different. Those people are not going to be interested into marketing and into your content, and it will just simply raise your bounce rate, because people are gonna go through your content, you will fool them, and then they will understand that the content doesn't fall into the circle of their interests, and they're just going to bounce back, And also, Google can consider your website as spammy, and spam score is something you do not want to earn. So keep it always relevant. Another metric is the website authority, which is the most simple metric for this is DR, which is the domain rating. So always make sure that you get a backlink from a website that has a relatively high domain rating, or at least has the potential of high domain rating, so that this way Google knows that you are linked to from a source that it already trusts, so it has some type of rank, so it already has trust in terms of Google. And now if this website that already earned his trust is linking to your page, then most likely your page is also trustworthy. So keep those two metrics in your mind. Now we have finally came to the most important and interesting part of our link building strategies, which is ways of getting backlinks. Now, there are three main types of link building. The first one is creating backlinks. And then we have earning backlinks, and finally we have buying backlinks. Now let's understand which are the most effective ones and where you should put your time, effort, and money. So what does creating backlink mean, and how can you create backlinks? So creating backlinks basically means inserting links into your social media bios, or maybe letting people know about your content in the Quora forums or other forums or catalog. There are many writers who have Medium accounts, and they mention their content in those Medium accounts, refer and link to their content to those Medium accounts. And also there is another way of creating backlinks, which is rather a spammy way, which is like writing comments in the YouTube or in other posts, especially if you are not doing this like to relevant content, or if you are doing this without being asked for. This is going to be reviewed as a spam, and it will not probably harm your website, but it will definitely not bring any good, and you will just be spending your time. So we can say that creating backlinks are not an effective way of link building, because first of all, you do not get a do follow link, and then second of all, those links have a very small to none value and are not strong. So you better not spend your energy purposefully to creating backlinks. Now let's move forward to earning backlinks. So earning backlink is my favorite part, honestly, because earning backlinks is not that simple. It's not that simple, and the core of earning backlinks is content. So as content creators, while earning backlinks, we do not turn into marketers who just, are begging for links from irrelevant and spammy websites. But we put value into our content. So your content for earning backlinks must be 100% unique, because this is a long-term strategy for backlinks. And if you do not bring forward value and uniqueness to the table, your users and the traffic drawn to your website is going to be gone just as quickly as they came in. So you are going to end up with high, bounce rate, and at the end of the month, your traffic will be even worse than when you started, basically. What do I mean by unique content? So unique starts from the text, ending with the images and statistics that you bring forward. And yes, you also need to create unique images and do research and create statistics that will help people to get quick and effective information, so you can solve the issue of your users as quick as possible. So content-wise, creating good quality content, the basis can be well done research. So you have to do research, you have to understand what other pages ranking in the top positions in Google rank have missed out that you can fill in, and you can put your knowledge and experience and skills into that content. So you have to come up with something that is different than what everyone is already saying, especially nowadays when there is everything out there. And when it comes to images, you have to create the images that you are including in your content, and you have to be the author of every image instead of just taking images from other websites, because you cannot fool Google into thinking that you have made something unique by just cheating. So creating images is very important as well. Another aspect is statistics. So you always have to bring forward facts and statistics and numbers, because people love numbers. We know we are all humans. We love seeing it is very impactful to see every fact, every statistic in numbers, and especially in a visual way. So bring forward statistics and make it into different types of charts. You can create very beautiful and branded charts, so that whenever there are other creators maybe coming to your website to get to know your research and your analysis and your statistics, they are going to maybe use your charts and just refer to your website, and here you will have the organic links. As you understood from my point, the unique and worth it and valuable content is the core of your link earning process. Now, once you're sure that you have came up with content that is valuable enough to for other people to refer to and to create bond and relationships with other users, you have to start your outreach process. So in order to earn links, you can there are several different methods. The first one can be outreach. So you can reach to other creators for link exchange. This is basically when you offer them to refer to their website in your content to create a link that is going to refer to them, and they are going to link to your website in other form of relevant content. But there is another tactic, which is called ABC link exchange. So this is basically, there is site A and there is site B, and there we have the site C. So this is when you do not do direct link exchange. So in the link exchange, in the common way, we have two websites, right? One links to yours and you link to their website. But with ABC, you can the A can link to B, and then the C can link to A. so that this way Google, you can like, this is a very bad way to put your words, but you can fool Google into thinking that these links are, organic. Another way is guest posting. Guest posting is another topic for another day, you guys. So I'm just going to quickly speak about guest posting. This is when you write unique articles and insert links to your article that are referring to the website that you need to refer to, which is obviously your blog or your website or your product page, it might be. And then you submit it to websites who accept guest posts, and this way you earn links. However, this is not as simple as I have stated, and we are also going to make another video on how to effectively write and submit guest posts without spending much time and effort. So subscribe to our channel and stay tuned. And lastly, we are going to speak about buying links. I'm not really going to get into this because buying links is the most like effortless way besides like spending money. One thing that I'm gonna make you be aware of is that Google has certain guidelines that is against buying backlinks, and of course Google knows, and we know as well, that the market exists and there are thousands of people actually selling links. Every other so-called SEO expert is now like selling and buying links and stuff like that. However, be aware, because you can get penalties from Google, and you can even get locked down by Google. Your page can be swept away just by Google because you go against their guidelines basically. And if you succeed in buying backlinks without getting any type of penalty, you have to also keep in mind that there are many people who do not sell quality links, and there are several metrics that you have to take into consideration. And also you have to keep in mind that quality links from quality websites are actually expensive, and on average with a website with like DR domain rating with higher than, for example, 80 would cost like normally $400. This is on average, and this is just a basic price that I have stated. So this was it, you guys, for this tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed it. If there are any questions that are left in your mind, do not hesitate and leave everything down in the comments. I will answer all the questions, and also do not forget to hit your notification bell and subscribe for the upcoming SEO, link building and content marketing tips. And see you soon. Bye!